Dragon Age. I've had a chance to play a little bit of it. Obviously, you have played several hours of it. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna before I let because I know you have a lot to say, and I've even thought about doing like maybe a cyberpunk-esque formal review, like I did. I'm gonna give you my initial thoughts, and we'll let the conversation kind of free flow.
Sure.
Okay? One first talk gameplay, right? Me personally, and I've made this point before. I think that they made a mistake, and I think the mistake has been made by studio after studio. I think the only option, as in there shouldn't have been an option, they should have went the Elden Ring approach in the difficulty, should have been the nightmare setting. I've played it on their normal, and I played it on their nightmare. Night and day.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that the gameplay is mundane as fuck.
Yep.
If you play it on the lower levels. It's not dynamic at all. And I think they made the same mistake in trying to cater to all of these different people, focusing a little too much on the story, to where they made it that the most people that play this game are going to play it on the normal and below modes, and you could sleep through it. And if you judge it based on that, it is some of the most boring, mundane of an experience in terms of its gameplay. What I hate about it, and I get the history of Dragon Age. I played a lot of Dragon Age over the years. The companions are fucking. That system is fucking stupid. I've hated it before. I hate it now. There's no. They don't even have fucking health bars. They're just really there just to be there, right?
Yep.
So it doesn't feel like anything's on the line when you're going out there on the battlefield and you're instructed them to go fight this person or go fight that person or use this ability or use that ability. None of it really feels like it can create some dynamic gameplay if you are playing on harder difficulties, because you will end up dying in the event that you don't play the game properly per se. But I would have loved for there to be a setup to where, okay, yeah, I throw somebody out there and they get fucking killed. Okay, now it's only two of us there, and we gotta try to play it that way. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know if y'all played Dragon Dogma 2. It's a way better version of whatever the fuck they put out from a gameplay perspective. It's like it's essentially the same thing, set in the same setting. If you're talking just strictly on gameplay, Dragon Dogma 2 is a much better option if you want that itch to be satisfied.
Yeah.
In that particular genre than what Dragon Age, the Veilguard is, because that companion system is shit, top to bottom. So the gameplay stuff, that's my perspective. I want to know, before we start moving into some of the elephant in the room, the dialogue and stuff, I want to know, with you playing it, what has been kind of your experience, initial reviews, as far as just the general gameplay is concerned.
General consensus so far, and I could, I've got a little bit hot under the collar during my streams. It's so weird that the Starfield rant went viral, because I've done rants like that all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that the Starfield one hit the zeitgeist, because I guess people were seeing it more and more, and it just hit the thing. I've had bigger rants about this game than I have Starfield, because I've played more of this game than I have Starfield. I put 27 hours.
Way more, even well, some of the goofy shit is just.
I think this fundamentally as a game is ridiculous. Is pathetic. Fundamentally, I think virtually every system of this game is broken. You talk about the combat. I've actually had to put the combat down. Is it because the game's too hard and too difficult? No. It's because I got sick and fucking tired of fighting the same boss with just increased damage, increased health, and just having a sponge. And it just, so the fighting became so monotonous and boring, because you've just got a limited ability set. They've got a limited ability set. And it's just increased damage, increased health pool, so it becomes a war of attrition. Okay. As opposed to the higher level of the difficulty, adding different mechanics for you to counter.
Nobody does that anymore. As far as the games that they make, it's just, that's what it usually is. It's going to be bullet sponges. It's going to be that type of gameplay. Which, again, yes, making it harder is going to make it a little more dynamic for the player, because they're going to have to, I'm going to get punished a little more. But as far as like the actual gameplay, there's not going to be much differentiation between it, which is why I am of the belief that they need to just stop doing that shit. I know there's a lot of people that disagree with me, because I know games have become more normie friendly now, and now you have people that aren't necessarily gamers wanting to play and experience these games for the story aspect. But I'm a gameplay first kind of guy, and I think they're catering far more to, and this is just the latest example of it, the lowest common denominator, and it's just making for a very mundane experience for gameplay. That's just me. I think they need to stop with this range of difficulty bullshit.
Yeah, I completely get that. I just got, after putting so many hours in so far, because I want it all. I want every bit of context for this game, and it just got monotonous. It just got so monotonous. I was brain cells were dying left, right, and center, and I'm taking enough haymakers with the story. So I think fundamentally, though, the game fails on every single solitary level. The gameplay is monotonous and dull. The level design is weak. Do some of the levels look nice, environmentally wise? Yes, I think they environmentally wise look nice. Do the character models look nice? No, they look like dog shit. Is the acting any good? For the most part, it's appalling. Is the dialogue any good? It's pathetic beyond belief. I feel like I'm sat in a coffee shop in downtown LA or Seattle listening to a couple of fucking millennial, can't say that word on your channel. That's what the dialogue sounds like. It doesn't feel like a fantasy setting. It doesn't feel like you've created a world or a universe that feels like you want to get involved in it. And the story is non-existent. The story is there's two gods who are locked in a prison. There is Solus, who wants to lock them in a stronger prisoner,
and then gets caught.
So he has to do a ritual to put them in a bigger prisoner,
and
but in trying to do that and having the ritual interrupted, Solus is the one who got placed in a prison and they got released. It's nonsensical garbage. And what has happened as regards to the elven gods in the game so far? Nothing. Virtually nothing. We've come across them a couple of times. It's literally going around recruiting the worst fucking companions in the history of a video game.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to head over to rippaverse.com to check out our comic book company. We have books, plenty of merchandise, and even some glorious animations from Rippaverse Studios.